My landlord raised my rent out of spite, so I cost him $20,000 years later. Back in the late 90s, my wife and I were fresh off our wedding, dual income, no kids, and laser focused on one goal: buying our first home. I had just landed a shiny new job as a software developer. It tripled my previous salary, $75K a year at 23, which in the 90s was a small fortune. Add in my wife's income, and we were comfortably 6 figures deep, living way below our means. The plan was simple: live frugally, bank my paycheck, and buy a house in 1 year with a 20% down payment. We moved to a new city and rented a modest 2-bedroom condo listed for $950 per month. The landlord, Hank Wazowski, was a real estate agent who treated the lease signing like he was bestowing a royal favor. Dry, stern, with the charisma of a tax form. He droned on about how he'd never be responsible for the garbage disposal, an oddly specific boundary, but okay. He was visibly curious about our finances. When he saw my job title and income, he muttered multiple times, "I can't believe how much you make." His tone wasn't admiration, it was resentment in a blazer. Still, he was eager to rent to us. We were stable, polite, and the definition of low risk. I mentioned we only planned to stay a year, and he agreed to a month-to-month extension afterward if needed. Fast forward, 1 year later, we found our dream home. But the closing was delayed by 2 months. No problem, right? I called Hank and reminded him about the month-to-month arrangement. Sure, he said. I'll send over the lease extension. It arrived with a $500 rent hike. I called him immediately. Hank, a 50% increase? That's more than my new mortgage will be. He didn't flinch. That's what it's worth now. I'd be losing money renting it for less. I protested. His reply? You don't have to like it. You just have to pay it. We had no good options. Moving early meant putting everything in storage and couch surfing. So, I wrote the $1,450 check. Then another. And when we left, he still kept $300 from our deposit for cleaning after we scrubbed that place spotless. A few weeks later, I saw Hank relist the same condo for just $150 more than our original rate. It sat for a month. Then he lowered it again. The $500 hike was pure spite. That $1,200 he squeezed from me stung for years. But karma? Oh, she was just warming up.